Happy 50th CARICOM Day. Oh my finds more gold. And Trotman breaks silence on oil deal. I'm Rico Beaufort, and this is Uncut News. News happening. Send us a tip on WhatsApp at 592-659-6151. Today is CARICOM Day, and in honor of it, the President extended greetings to the people of the Caribbean as Guyana celebrates the 50th anniversary, making this the community's Golden Jubilee. Despite challenges such as natural disasters and geopolitical changes, CARICOM has remained committed to promoting economic integration, coordinating foreign policy, and promoting functional cooperation. Guyana is proud to belong to this family and will assume chairmanship of the community from January to July of 2024, with an aim to provide strong leadership and energize the community's work towards a united, resilient, and prosperous Caribbean. According to the President, Guyana has the lowest debt in the Caribbean, with a combined debt-to-GDP ratio of 24.6%, down from 39.6%. The percentage of non-performing loans in the local banking sector has also fallen to among the lowest in the world. Or at least that's what they're telling us. And in other news, Sawaiwau Village in South Rupununi, Region 9, has received a new water distribution system worth $35 million, providing clean and reliable potable water to over 600 residents. The project was initiated after it was discovered that only 20% of the village had access to potable water from a hand-dug well. Canadian company Oh My Gold Mines, has reported extensive gold findings in its Wenot drill site in Region 7. The company has completed 3,539 meters in 11 holes in 2023, with visible gold seen in 37 locations along 299 meters of core in hole 23 ODD063. As if that means anything to you. Anyway, the Wenot Shear Corridor contained multiple gold zones, with gold mineralization extending to the surface. Additional drilling is planned to expand gold resources, and exploring these targets could provide opportunities for open-pit mining, and even underground mining. Now for crime news. On Friday, the 16-year-old schoolgirl who filed a complaint against Nigel Darmlaw has asked the police to no longer pursue the matter after being in protective custody for over a week. The file is to be returned to the office of the Director of the Public Prosecutions, since the complainant has stated that she no longer wants to pursue the case. However, while this does not necessarily mean the case itself has been dropped, most persons are convinced that the investigation is not going to go any further, period. Blundering Basil now owes Nandalaw millions. Former Attorney General Basil Williams has been ordered by the High Court to pay $10 million in damages to the current Attorney General, Anil Nandalaw, for defamatory remarks made in 2017, accusing Nandalaw of stealing Commonwealth law reports. The judge ruled that Williams intended to defame Nandalaw and cause him public humiliation, and took into consideration his failure to apologize or publish an apology. The judge also awarded Nandalaw $1.6 million in costs to be paid by Williams by August the 18th. But I noticed that he didn't get charged with a cybercrime, interestingly enough. All I'm saying is that if it's defamatory enough to get him sued, then shouldn't it be defamatory enough to send him to jail by the cybercrime bill? I'm just saying, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
Attention truck owners. Between potholes, bad drivers, and high fuel prices, you've got 99 problems to deal with. But with Powered Automotive, your engine ain't one. That's because they stock high-quality parts and spares you need at prices you can't beat. Visit them at Lot 491 EE Eccles, or call or WhatsApp them at telephone number 6970171. Save big on truck parts at Powered Automotive, the #1 heavy-duty truck parts store in Guyana.
Tired of waiting on hold, tracking down a delivery driver, or carrying cash for your food orders? GT Eat is here to make your life easier. Guyana's first cashless food ordering and delivery app. Choose from Georgetown's top restaurants, pay securely with your card, and get your food delivered right to your doorstep. With the convenience of being able to order from your phone and the added feature of tracking your order, GT Eats is the ultimate solution for all your food needs. Download the app on Apple and Android stores and start ordering the easy way today.
One man that recently came to the aid of his wife is now dead. Last night, Oscar Sanchez was stabbed to death in front of a bar in Grove on the East Bank. The suspect, also a Venezuelan national who was unnamed, attempted to steal the victim's wife's purse, leading to an argument and then the stabbing. The suspect fled the scene and investigations are currently ongoing. Today, 29-year-old fisherman Shivnand Henry was arrested for allegedly beating his partner Bibi Nasifa Bosch to death during an argument at their home last night. The couple frequently fought and were imbibing liquor at the time of the incident. Bosch was found motionless on a bed with wounds to her forehead, shoulder, arms, and knees. Henry fled the scene but was arrested hours later and is currently in police custody. Now for today's oil update. Ramps Logistics has dropped its claim for damages in its case against the Guyanese government to secure its local content certificate, which was initially refused. The company had taken the Secretariat to court and won, and after receiving its certification, Ramps benefited from a contract extension by Exxon. In a letter, Ramps reaffirmed its commitment to working closely with the government of Guyana in realizing its local content goals and utilizing its expertise and technology to assist in achieving the government's vision of transforming Guyana into a world leader. Sounds like someone was forced to bend the knee after they got their money. Just saying. So, speaking of oil and politics, former Minister of Natural Resources Rafael Trotman has broken his silence to write a book speaking on the controversial contract with ExxonMobil. He revealed in his book, From Destiny to Prosperity, that a senior Exxon executive explicitly stated that Exxon does not hand over money to governments directly. Sure they don't. Nonetheless, Trotman explained that discussions with Exxon executives primarily revolved around addressing the mutual interests of both parties, with the government of Guyana in need of financial and other support to counter Venezuela's claims for Guyana's territory, and Exxon, along with its partners, Hess and Sinopec, wanting to extend their hold on the significantly large concession to support their long-term operations. The controversial US $18 million signing bonus in the 2016 Starbuck block production sharing agreement was not a typical bonus provided to countries, but a fair amount for a frontier producer, according to a previous assessment by the International Monetary Fund.
Robbery season might be over, but the streets are still mean. That's why you need to get security for your home or business with Sheriff Security. Sheriff Security has well-trained guards, armed and unarmed patrol, Marine Patrol, K9 services. They speed even our drones. Why? Because your security is their highest priority. You've seen the rest. Now hire the best. Hire Sheriff Security Service today.
Now for our Uncut News Views Poll Question of the Day. Every day we pose the question of current events in Ghana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel this was. In our previous episode, I asked, how do we make the elections process more efficient?
But before we get to that, I'm proud to announce our latest addition to the Noble Army, Richard Singh, who is supporting us at the reporter level, the highest level of monthly support we've received so far. So thank you, Richard Singh. And also, a special thank you to David Griffith, Dion Nascimento, Project Zero, and Dimitri V. I appreciate you all. And if you're watching at home and you'd like to support our movement, just hit the link in the video description.
Richie K says, don't be corrupt, crooked politicians. Integrity, honesty, accountability, and transparency. Indeed. Now for tonight's question. I want to know, how do you feel about Trotman breaking his silence regarding the Exxon contract? Is it too little too late, or is it enough, or what? I want to hear from you. So, think about that question. Tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out on Wednesday for another. Until then, I'm Rico Fulford saying good night, folks.